We saw Exodus.
Yeah.
Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Gods and Kings.
And what did you think of that?
It was all right.
It was good.
It's like, I have.
It was note for note. I didn't think it was bad at all. It was note for note. It was exactly what I expected.
And I was so fucking tired, and there were like some times where I was like struggling to stay awake, and then finally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was. The more I get away from it, the less I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it was what I expected. I enjoyed it.
I definitely had fun.
I need to see it again.
People say that's a popcorn movie. Is that something people say?
Sure.
I could see that, where I just wanted to go to the theaters and see a big CG battle.
Yeah, it was a Christmas blockbuster movie, and that was it. It was fine.
It was funny. The most interesting thing about going to the theater was, I guess I didn't anticipate this. I know this is based off a religious story. It's a story of, some biblical events happening.
Yeah, the story of Exodus.
Well, there were a lot of older folks as we were going into the theater, and I kind of made a note of that. And then as we were sitting in the theater, I saw a group of nuns walk up to their seats.
Yeah. And what was funny is, so Garrett is sitting next to me. I didn't see them come in. And Garrett leans over and goes, 2 nuns walk into the theater. And I was like...
I just posted
joke. Yeah. What's the rest of the joke?
No, look.
Because I was waiting, like, what? And then a priest and a rabbi? Like, what? What's the next part? It confused the hell out of me. And he's like, 2 nuns walked into the theater. And I was like, what? Oh, they were in their habit. Is that what, habit? Is that what
habit, yeah.
They were in the
Habitat.
Full habit.
Not a bad habit.
Not a bad habit.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was fine. I mean, I like I said, that was what I expected from it.
Yeah.
It wasn't surprising in any way. It was what it was.
It was pretty.
Sounds whack. Having not seen it and hearing your review.
Yeah, I mean,
it really does.
Don't really want to go see
That's
it
the thing.
now.
I don't want to. I'm not recommending it because
It
was if you wanted to go out to the movies and you wanted to see some special effects on the screen.
All right.
It wasn't. It really wasn't bad. It just didn't. I mean, it's exactly what you're picturing right now.
A little disappointed, I guess, in Ridley Scott as well, because I like him, and that's the only reason I really. I like the actors in it, but I also like
wouldn't have
Ridley
seen
Scott.
it.
So it's like, eh.
Right.
But he's an interesting director. Derek summed it up perfectly the other day. Ridley Scott is one of those rare people where one movie makes them rule. Because his past stretch of movies hasn't been that great.
No.
But if his next movie comes out tomorrow and it kicks ass, everyone always loved him.
Yeah,
Ridley Scott!
Oh, Blade Runner. Walker made the comment, he's like, Ridley Scott, he kind of sucks now. And my response was, well, you suck until you roll. Because all it takes is one hit.
That's one guy. Like, there's some people who might not be able to escape that, but
whatever
he
your
is
last
not one
thing
of them.
is.
So anyway, it was fine. It really was. I thought you can't go wrong with it. It is what it is. That was it. That's the final line of the. That's the final line of the movie.
And hey, I say that's life advice, not just for Ridley Scott, for everybody. You suck until you roll. Life sucks, and then you stop sucking.
I thought the actress who played Moses' wife she had tattoos like on her face and on her lip, super hot.
I bet you like
beautiful.
I bet you like that too.
I don't know. I don't
also bet you
typically
like
like
that.
tattoos on women's faces.
I didn't know Aaron Paul was in it. And
What?
that made me. It took me by surprise. There's
Which
a
one
guy. There's like a guy being whipped, and he like lift his head, whatever, and he lifts, and it's like, I thought he was gonna go, "Free me, bitch." That's a Breaking Bad joke. Check out Breaking Bad.
He's got a part
on
in it.
Netflix.
There's the guy who talks really funny in Trainspotting, Spud, I think is his name. You know that character? He's in it.
Who was he?
He worked for Ramsey's council explaining
what was going on
with the plagues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
the other guy that I forget his name.
There's a lot of recognizable character actors in that.
Yeah, because I was going to say one of them was a business guy in Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, really?
The other guy the other Pharaoh guy that was like talking with them, that he kept going to meet
with.
The
counselor dude.
Yeah.
He was the head, one of the generals.
Yeah. Was from Dark Knight Rises, and that was weird.
What it reminded me of was seeing this ancient Egyptian setting, but it was all modern, like business planning, dialogue, conversation between, like everyone dealt in a very modern. They dealt and carried themselves in a modern way, set in this setting. But it was like, it honestly seemed like a business meeting that I go to at my regular job when they were sitting down to discuss plans on the pyramids and the next statues. It's like, oh, this is how like me and my boss talked to. It was weird. It very like contemporary script, contemporary dialogue with this, really futuristic and kind of pretty, because everything's just vast CG landscapes and stuff. It was good for a popcorn flick.
I didn't think it looked futuristic. I don't know where.
Well, I'm sorry. Just like.
It's ancient
not
shit.
not futuristic.
Wasn't futuristic, but
other than
that,
futuristic desert
CG
landscapes.
epic.
It just looked like a
but
a
a
really
lot of
high quality CG.
There was some real big
spanning.
CG shots a couple times, but I was surprised that most of it was practical. It was pretty practical. That was cool.
It looked good. It was pretty. It was a pretty movie too. Visually stunning.